Hello, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back to Molly-Moe's YouTube channel. I am Molly-Moe. I am a Zimbabwean lady currently living in China. So as you know, I am, or if you might not know, if you have been following me for some time, my husband and I, we are building our house and we are planning our relocation back to our country, Zimbabwe. So I have been getting these questions in the comment section of other videos. People like, oh, China is a well-established country. Why are you leaving? Why are you going to Zimbabwe? Things are not well in Zimbabwe, you know. But today I said, okay, I've showed people that I'm relocating and so and so, but let me share with them my views, why we are planning on the relocation. Okay, so first and foremost, China is not our country. We are not Chinese. So we have to go back home. We want to go home where we belong. Okay? So whenever you are in China, every day you step out of your apartment, you are reminded that you don't belong. You are not one of them. You are foreign. You are even called foreigner. Hello, foreigner. Hey, you a foreigner. It's time for the foreign teachers class. The foreign teacher is here. Okay? So why would you want to feel comfortable in such a place where you are always you have to go. You're a foreigner. You're not one of us. Okay? So we have to go back home. Then second, family. Raising family in China. Raising a family in China as a foreigner is, for us, is quite difficult. For our child, we step out, you are reminded you're a foreigner, and your son is always said, oh, look at this boy. My son is now 3 years old and he can speak and he can understand. So this other day he started telling his father and then later told me, mommy, the other boys were saying that I have very big eyes. Do I look cute with these big eyes? And very soon he's gonna talk about his skin tone. And I don't want him to grow up traumatized or confused or thinking that he is less, because just imagine he started asking if he is cute or not just because they said he has big eyes. And the other thing there is racism. uh Racism is there, because the moment you go out, someone is taking out their phone, they want to take a picture of you. And we have been asked, when are you going back to your country? This is not your country. We have been told we are less human because of our skin tone, things like that. On the bus, someone doesn't want to sit with you just because you are black. Someone will close their nose because they've seen you and you are black and they think that you smell bad. Some will think that you are rotten. So we have to go back home. Okay, we have to go where we belong. Then the other thing, the job market. The job market, guys, is it also shows some racism, or I don't know, or but that's what I think. Because you will see post that says white people will get, let's say, 2 times or 3 times what you're getting, and because I'm black, I'll get 1/3 of what the white person will be able to get, just because of this skin tone. Okay, so I feel free, I feel loved, I feel comfortable when I'm home. I I don't want to hate and I don't want to sound ungrateful. This place has been good. We have found employment. We've been working. We've been building our house from the funds that we get from working here, right? But it just gets to you. It got right there in the heart, just knowing that you are putting the same effort or even more effort, but you're doing the same job, but then maybe putting more effort, um, but you're getting less. You understand? I know someone from my country with the same skin tone as I have, who was working at a certain school, asked for a raise. Like, oh, I've been working with you for so many years. I think I deserve a raise. Look, this guy just came here, but you're giving him much more than what I'm getting. And the HR pointed it out. They didn't hide it. They said, yeah, we understand that you're hardworking, you're very good, the kids love you, you were here first, but you're black. I am laughing, guys, but it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Like, how can someone say that? So, then the other thing, the fact of just being away from family. I lost my grandmother whilst I was here in China. I could not comfort my mom. I could not be there. I could do nothing. I just cried. My boss said, if you want to stay at home and mourn, you can stay. But not being able to be at the funeral is something else. I also gave birth to my son whilst I was here in China, and there was COVID. So my mom could not come here to help me. I could go home, but once I went home, it meant that I could not come back to work. So I had to make a hard life decision, which means I chose to stay because I wanted to work, right? So I stayed, and it was just me and my husband and our newborn baby. My husband had to do everything: cook, take care of me, clean the house, and he was going to work. Our boss only gave him one off day on the day that I gave birth. So it was, you understand, like we have been here for 6 years. And when I went back home last year, I realized that everyone I know is growing up. I am growing up. And there was that gap, you understand. When I left my mother and what I found her, like, she has, a lot have changed. She doesn't have the energy that she used to have. I want my children to grow up knowing the grandparents from both sides, knowing family, and all that. I hope that you understand. And the other thing, mental health. Mental health. This place is not good for my mental health. Right now, I'm speaking for myself. Because it's either I'm at work or I'm at home. I'm at work, I'm at home. Because we are building, we have targets. We don't really afford to go out to for holidays, go out to eat often, because we really have to save, so that we limit our time we live here. And that's on its own. We were on holiday recently, a couple of days at home, and if we were in our home country, I really know it would it would have been a blast. We would You'd visit friends, you'd visit family, you go to church, you go for a braai, you do so and so, you go to the rural areas, and here we have nobody. It's just us. You might have Chinese friends, but I don't want to lie. Chinese friends are, for me, they are different from friends that we had at home, because they they don't really get attached like we do. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. they play with your friends. We play, we go out here and there, but not that much. Okay, we play here and there, here and there. We hang out here and there, but not that much. And when it's holidays, they most of them they go to their countryside. I can't be going to everyone's home country always. They want to have time with their families, so it means that I'm alone and with my family. And the routine, just imagine you have 5 days at home and you're just sitting at home, you are doing nothing, you are not going to. For me, I'm a Christian. My Christian life is dead. I don't go to church. The virtual thing does not is not real. You really need to be in the physical church. So for me, I really want to go home. The food back home, guys, the organic, tasty food back home, and the variety. Here I don't have that variety, honestly speaking. Most of the things are scarce, and the things that are brought by other people who sells, like the other people from my country or South Africa, where we can relate, they're quite pricey. So sometimes you're just forced to eat the same thing over and over and over again. And let's say we have Molly-Moe here, but the taste is different. It's off. The meat is not yummy. You boil the beef. Back home, when you boil the beef, you smell the aroma from 400 meters away. Here you are right in front of the pot, no aroma. So I miss the food back home. I want to go back home where I can eat our organic, tasty, yummy variety of food so that I can enjoy. Okay? So, yeah, that is why we want to move. And here in China, every year you are given 1 year visa. We are given a 2 year visa once, but 1 year. So it means every day you are thinking, how many days are left on my visa or on my residence permit? How many days are left? Am I going to renew the next time? You understand? And last year, a lot of people had to go back home because of the uncertainty and the constant change of policies. I'm in China. I am considered a non-native English speaker. The only country in Africa that is considered a native English speaking country is South Africa. So most provinces and most cities in China, they no longer employ non-native English speakers, which means no working legally as an English teacher. I live in Hubei. The capital of Hubei province, Wuhan, has already instilled this policy, and they could no longer, there were non-natives there, but last year they didn't renew any visa or residence permit for non-native speakers. For us, we live in a very small city, so they are still renewing. But who knows, tomorrow they might wake up saying, we are no longer renewing, you have to go back home. And I'm not planning to go back home. I'm relaxing. I'm saying, oh, I love this country. I'm feeling so comfortable. So if I am to go back home, in whose house am I going to live? Huh? So I am prepared. If they say I have to go back home now, today, I will go. And my mindset is prepared. My heart is prepared. And I know that I have a roof over my head. Although I haven't finished, but I'll have somewhere to hide when it rains. I'll have somewhere. Okay? So I think being prepared is always good. And this fact of having 1 yearly visas has really helped us realize that this is not home. We cannot be here for a long time. You have to work, reach your goals and live. So We don't know. Maybe this policy will also be in this city very soon, and we have to go. But even if this policy is not uh, effected, we are going home very, very soon. Our days are tick, 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 according to our plans. We are going very soon. We are prepared, and these videos are not just for us to have views. I am saying what we are planning and what we are going to do. We are going home very soon, because home is where we belong. We are not Chinese. We are Zimbabweans. We are Africans, and we want to live where we are free, where we are happier, especially the mental side that I talked about. And our kids have to grow up knowing all the family. Unlike here, they just know parents. My son just know parents. Like, what kind of a person just know the parents? What about grandma? What about auntie? What about uncle? What about nephews? Huh? Okay, so I hope I've answered people who were saying, why? I want to go back home, and we are going, and very soon the video of us packing, going on the plane is coming. I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.